I could go on forever about all the great ways real estate is a wealth driver, and especially in uh, large multifamily real estate apartments. But how did you discover apartment building syndication? I know you and your husband were going to conferences, you were reading books, listening to podcasts, all that kind of stuff. But you certainly found your niche and a fairly well known partner. How did all that come about?
Well, for your first question on how we found it, it's exactly what you said. It was through podcasts and books and conferences. There, fortunately for us, we lived through a transitional period of time where real estate knowledge is now at everyone's fingertips. You can pretty much find anything online. When we started, that wasn't really the case. Bigger Pockets was kind of the only game in town, and that has transitioned, fortunately for everyone. Now there's so many different perspectives online, which really kind of show you different experiences, and you can gain from those experiences and listening to podcasts and different people's point of view. With respect to your second question with Jay, this is just a matter of always seeking to put yourself in the right room with the right network with good people. Kyle, my husband, and I have been following Jay for a very, very long time. I probably since the very beginning. Jay's book on estimating rehab costs was the second book I read after Rich Dad Poor Dad, and then actually the book on flipping houses, was the second book I read, and then the book on estimating rehab costs was the third book I read in real estate. So I have been following Jay since the very beginning and really, really liked what Jay was saying. I don't even know if Jay knows this part of the story, but my husband and I attended a conference that Jay was speaking at. And the way my husband and I attend a conference is we're never together. So we intentionally split all of the schedule up. So one of us are in each room. And then afterwards, we debrief on what we learned at each. So we kind of share on each other's knowledge to like maximize the conference. So we fought over who was going to attend Jay's presentation. and I won. It was like a coin flip and I won. And after his speech, I went up to him and started talking to him. And I actually had a different business proposition for him, that not for him, but something that my husband and I were considering at the time. And it was something that I thought was potentially something that could be franchised. It was very kind of a different approach to looking at a specific real estate investing asset class. So I proposed it I told him, what my husband and I were thinking, and he thought it was a phenomenal idea. So his business partner just happened to be at this conference too and asked, "Hey, can I bring my business partner over?" And this is after Jay and I have been talking for like almost 2 hours. So then I said, "Sure, can I bring over my husband?" So then all four of us started talking, and we realized that we all wanted to do this together. So for the next 3 months, we explored it together. We had regular meetings. And after 3 months, we came to the same conclusion that due to local laws in each state and municipality, it would be prohibitive to it being a franchise model. And that was really the whole driver behind it. So we kind of, just said that it wasn't going to work, and that was it. Fast forward to another, so it was, I want to say like 6 or 9 months later, I got asked to consult on a multifamily project for a friend of mine. And Jay also got asked to be there, and I didn't know that. So I showed up and Jay was there, and Jay just followed me around whole time, like trying to see like what I was doing and everything. And It was over a couple days. And when I got back home, like 24 hours later, he called me and he said, Ashley was like really blown away at how much you know about multifamily, because that wasn't the proposal I had talked to him about. So he said, I was really blown away at everything. You were talking about multifamily. Can you teach me everything you know about multifamily, and I'll do whatever you want? Like, I'll work for you for free. Just as a trade-off, will you teach me everything about multifamily? And I said, sure, no problem. So I did. Jay was literally like student one for me. So, which is so ironic because Jay is the one who taught me, so it's like the teacher, the student teaching the teacher, right? Kind of situation. So I, worked with Jay for a while. We really hit it off. And then we got a deal under contract. I asked Jay if he wanted to come in the deal and partner, and he said yes. And then that went really well, like our whole relationship there. So it was less than a year later, I said to my husband, because my husband wanted to take a step back he really did not want to be as active in the business and at the time. And I said to him, literally when we had the conversation, I said, I want to partner with Jay. Like, there's no question in my mind. I want to partner with Jay. So I asked Jay, and as fast as I realized that I wanted to partner with him, that's how fast he said to me, yes. I said, don't you want to think about it? Do you want to talk to Carol, which is his wife? He said, no, I already know. Like, I really enjoy working with you and Kyle, and kind of the rest is history. And that original partner he had that we met, he also partners with us too. So it's the four of us. So it's crazy because we met years and years ago. And it's interesting how, you can bring together a group of people who have different expertise. And if they work together well and have different expertise, it's not saying that everything you throw at them like will be successful, but there's certain things like within our lanes that we've had success at. And I think it's because we're all different. We're all unique. Actually, that partner is ex-military as well. So he has a completely different background and mindset on things that is incredibly beneficial for everything we do. So it's just really unique to have all of these different experiences and personalities. And I think it all balances because of the four of us are so different. We're all very, very different, but we're very ethically aligned, and we're all very motivated and respectful of each other. So, it makes for a great partnership.